welcome back. When it comes to progress and results, it's all about consistency. But if we want to establish that consistency, then we want to make sure that we always have variety. Now, I don't know about you, but I get bored pretty fast. So I love to change up the exercises. I love to change up the movements. And then I also love to change up the activity. So swimming is a part of that, and cycling is a part of that, and running is a part of that, and jujitsu is a part of that. But the more we change it up, not only are we preventing that boredom, but we're also preventing injuries. When we do the same thing over and over again, we're using the same joints in the same way with the same demand, and over time we create an imbalance with the rest of the body and then potentially an injury. So today, athletes, we're going to change it up completely, and we're going to do a workout with a stability ball. Now, some of us have this somewhere in the basement or the closet, and we're not really sure what to do with it, but today we're going to do a short 5-minute routine. We're going to work for 45 seconds. We are going to rest for 15 seconds through 5 different exercises using the stability ball. Now, before we begin, athletes, if you are new here, go ahead and subscribe so that we keep training together. Then maybe tag a friend so that you have an accountability partner to work out with. Now, all we're going to need, as mentioned, is just the mat, and you're going to need a ball of some sort. So I'll show you some of these exercises, and then maybe press this one on save so that you can come back to it later. So if you do decide to get your stability ball, you have that with you. Now, the stability ball is amazing for the core. It's amazing for balance. And again, it's another way to introduce some variety. So our first movement today is actually going to be on the wall. So make sure you're also close by to a wall, and we're going to do a squat. So you're going to place the ball behind you, bring the feet a little bit more forward, and now push the knees out. And now come all the way down, press against the wall, and pressing against the ball, come all the way down until the hips are below the knees, and then push all the way back up. All right, athletes, are you ready to begin? Now remember, this is a wild card workout, so I'm going to show you your first exercise, which is our ball squat against the wall. Now you're going to check out what's coming up next in this box above. All right, here it is in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, so let's go ahead and fix ourselves up here against the wall, and now push the knees out. And now, because we're leaning against the wall, we're getting a little bit more body weight on our posterior chain, on the glutes, and now really allowing ourselves to maybe sink in a little bit deeper. I have a little bit of weight in this ball, so I've got a little bit of sand inside this ball, but you don't necessarily need a weighted ball to do these movements. Just make sure that it's well inflated. I like to have a little bit of give in the size of the ball and the softness of it. So just find what works for you. It doesn't need to be so pumped to the max and super high pressure. I like to keep that little bit of softness and break. All right, now let's go ahead and bring the ball onto the floor, and now we're going to sit on it, and we're going to do a crunch. So lean your body back, and then lean all the way, and then come up. Now you can come up a little bit higher if you want on your ball, but I really want you to feel that extension, and then push that low back against the ball. So don't worry about the height right now. Try to keep that balance. Push that low back against your ball as you come up. Bringing the arms up overhead makes it a bit more challenging, but continue to breathe here every single rep. You got it. Good work. And in just a moment, we're going to get into a plank position with our forearms on the ball. So when we get into that position, 5 more seconds, really just find a nice stable base. 3, 2, 1, and break. So nice stable base with the feet. So in our plank position, we want to make sure that the forearms and the elbows are in line with the ball and directly under the shoulders. Now in this plank position, we're going to do figure 8s. All right, so go up and then all the way down. Now this one is a bit of a doozy. I love this one, and so much variety that you can do here. Sometimes I spell out the alphabet just to change it up. So again, thinking about how can I create variety? How can I create a challenge and then a new stimulus for the body? So let's maybe change that direction of the figure 8 right now since we're halfway. That's it. And then just use the elbows as a guide. So you're scribbling with the elbows. Don't break. I know you feel it, but don't break. We're going to get on the floor in just a moment. And we're gonna do a hamstring curl with the ball. Come on, 3, 2, 1, and break. Amazing. Now, these are the type of movements that I feel sore the next day, but not always while I'm doing that movement. So I'd love to hear from you. If you feel sore the next day, let me know as you comment below. 3, 2, 1, and up. So lift up the hips, and now roll the ball in. Try and keep the hips up the whole time if possible. You can notice that the ball's kind of all over the place, but that's the whole point of keeping that stability. That's it, hips up, ball in, extend the heels all the way. Good work. Keep the hips up. And then I always readjust the feet or the heels if I need to. If I feel like I'm losing my ball, you'll notice that you perhaps are scooching back a little bit on your mat, so readjust anytime you need to. Hips up, come on. We got this, athletes. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and break. All right, next we're gonna do a dead hamster. Oh man. So bring the ball up here. And now hands and feet on the ball. Make sure your toes are on the ball. You're gonna extend the opposite arm and opposite leg. Now you have that opportunity to bend the knees here if you'd like. Otherwise, try to challenge yourself. Keep your heels off the floor, hands are off the floor, and then push that low back into the wall. That's it, finishing it up with a dead hamster, which always looks like a piece of cake, but oh man, this is a good one, athletes. Let's go, we got this. That's it. Push here with me, low back into the floor. 15 seconds. You got this. That's it. Here we go, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good work, athletes. So, like always, if you have it in you, repeat one more time. Try and get a little bit more creative with your workouts because it helps to establish that consistency and it just helps to change it up, and so we keep showing up. Remember that I also have another workout for you at the end of this one to complete your training today if you're looking for another add-on, and I love to hear from you. So how did you like this? Do you want to see more workouts with the ball, or do you like the other stuff with just the body weight and the weights? It helps me to create the content for you. So athletes, remember to like this video if it resonated with you, and then to subscribe if you're new here so that we keep training together. All right, let's go. Refuel, rehydrate. Let's meet up in the next one. You got this.